Hi bees! I'm back to read another book today. This one is called Giraffes Can't Dance, and it's about being a good friend to people. I think you'll like it. Here we go. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim. But his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. He's falling down, see? Every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance where every single animal gets up to run and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad. Look at him. Because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. That's a kind of dance. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Oh, they're not being very nice, are they, bees? They're not being good friends. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. Oh, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor. There he is. And he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Oh, they weren't very nice to him, were they? They were not being a good friend to Gerald. They told him he couldn't dance. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. There he is looking at the moon. Well, look over here, there's a friend coming. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. There's Gerald in the middle of the book. Listen to the swaying grass. Listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is in the branches in those breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. So he's out in nature and he's listening to all the sounds in the night. And it's so beautiful listening to the crickets and all the noises that he's hearing special music. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Ooh, there's our V word, violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling. These are his hooves, his feet. Making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying. and his tail was swishing round. There he goes. He's moving his hooves. He's swaying his neck. He's swishing his tail. He's starting to dance. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Wow. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Oh, he's so proud of himself. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. All the animals showed up and they're watching him dance. They shouted, "It's a miracle! I must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. See, he's bowing his head down low. They're throwing flowers at him because he did such a good job. Then he raised his head up and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Everybody can dance, can't they? And now his friends loved him. They were being very nice to him. That is the end of our book. Giraffes Can't Dance. I'm glad they ended up being good friends to Gerald and he learned how to dance when that cricket played that music for him. Thanks for listening to my story bees. Bye-bye.